In this video, I wanted to talk about the NVIDIA Geforce RTX 5060 Ti, and specifically the 16 gig version. As of about 3 or 4 months ago, you couldn't find these on the market at all, and they actually initially came out with an 8 gigabyte version, which was generally regarded as bad. But ever since then, they've come out with the 16 gigabyte of VRAM version of the same card, and you're able to find them on the market now. So if you're looking for this card, make sure you buy the 16 gig version and not the 8 gig version, assuming they even still have any of the 8 gig versions out there. In the rest of this video, I'll start comparing the 5060 Ti 16 gig to the 5090. That's because the 5090 is really the state-of-the-art $2,500 graphics card that obviously has 32 gigs of RAM and completely can crush ComfyUI or Stable Diffusion. It's pretty much the cream of the crop of what you're going to be able to use. And I'll compare that to the 5060 Ti, which is kind of the budget option, which can still do some pretty advanced things. So I'll get right into the examples in ComfyUI here next. So you can see recently I've ran this one here on my computer, and it had no issue running the Flux model, which is the state-of-the-art Flux Dev Safe Tensors here. And I was able to run this while doing other things, which is amazing. To directly compare the 5090 to my 5060 Ti 16 gig, what I've done is I've launched a ComfyUI instance of the 5090 here, which you can see is running the RTX 5090 on a very powerful server with 141 gigs of RAM, very modern processor. So this is a very powerful server. I also have a video about how to set this up, but you can see that the version that ran on the 5090 runs incredibly fast, as you would expect. The first time you run it, it takes a little while to load, and it ran in 95 seconds. And then the second 2 times it ran, it only took about 20 seconds. So that's common to see that the first time it loads, it takes a little longer. But yeah, the second 2 runs were about 20 seconds per image generation, which you can see here. And I gave it all the same prompts with the same models and the same workflow just to make sure everything's consistent. So the image looks about the same, of course, too. And over here is my local version, which you can see is running on ComfyUI locally, whereas this one's running on the advanced server. So pulling this up, you can see that as a comparison, it ran for 257 seconds the first time, 214 seconds second time, and 200 seconds the third time. Even though it's a fair amount slower, it doesn't really matter to me because this is still under 5 minutes per image generation, and I don't need to generate a ton of images for my own personal use. If this was taking, an hour to load like my 2060 would, and to be honest, the 2060 Super wouldn't even load this model, it just simply couldn't handle it and it would crash. Since it only takes about 5 minutes, it's not that big of a deal that this one takes 20 seconds and the other one takes 5 minutes. I'm just really happy to be able to use this on my local computer and test it, because a 5090, of course, costs about $2,500. This card I bought cost about $500, so it's 1/5 of the price, and it gets the job done for what I need. So it's really great for local testing. I should note that using this paid server costs about $1 an hour as well. So now I don't have to pay for that anymore if I don't want to. Just for testing, you can see that, playing WoW in the busiest city with the most demanding processing power, I'm still getting pretty consistently over 50 frames per second, whereas the 2060 Super would drop down, probably below 10 if I was in this busy area. You can see my graphics settings are on 7 right now, so it's kind of balanced. But when I come out to the regular world where it doesn't have all the intensity of everything going on in the city, I'm usually getting around 150 FPS, which is great. And note that this is on a 1080p monitor. In conclusion, I'm really happy with the 5060 Ti 16 gig. I saw a lot of reviews online that said that it just wasn't a good bang for your buck graphics card. And I understand where those people are coming from if they're in the market for something like the 4070 Super, or maybe spending $600 or $700 on a graphics card. I paid $500 and got mine from Micro Center, and I think it's been a great deal. All things considered, I just needed a cheap upgrade that could handle my AI image generation, and I got the MSI version with the triple fan rather, and I got it on sale. So I would say that if you're looking for a new card and you have any interest in doing AI image generation, I think it's a great pick because it has that 16 gigs of RAM. The 16 gigs of VRAM is absolutely crucial for AI image generation. And most of the reviews I saw, in fact, none of the reviews I saw had any commentary about, other use cases other than just playing WoW or Call of Duty. And I think that's fair. You can go check out those videos if you want to see the benchmarking. But for me personally, I've been interested in using all sorts of different things that are very VRAM demanding, like Unreal Engine and ComfyUI with Flux and Stable Diffusion with some of those various models. So for me, I think it's a great deal. I love that I could find a really solid graphics card that didn't destroy my wallet. I did also want to just say as well that there is a 5070 Ti out there, but it's closer to $800. The point of this video is kind of, if you're like me and you're on a budget, you just need a new graphics card that gets the job done with AI image generation, you can spend anywhere from like $430 to $500 and get one of these 5060 Ti's. I thought about going and spending a little bit extra, but I mean, it's almost $300 more to get this 5070 Ti, and I don't need the additional performance, and it has the same VRAM as the 5060 Ti 16 gigs. So just wanted to make you aware that that's out there. If you're going to do some really heavy gaming, maybe in 1440p, this might be a better option. But of course, the whole point of this video is trying to get a card for a decent price, and you can very quickly just spend more money and get a better product, obviously. But just wanted to make you aware of this just for a matter of perspective. I hope this video helped, and I just wanted to add some different perspective from somebody who's got a little bit different of a use case, and just kind of give some respect to the 5060 Ti because they did come out with a 16 gig version. Make sure you're not getting the 8 gig version if you're going to buy this card, because those extra gigs of VRAM are just absolutely crucial, and it's blown me away that it's able to run Flux locally on my old computer. It's got DDR4 and 11400K CPU. It's older computer, and despite this, it's still able to run the Flux model, which is a state-of-the-art AI image generation. So it's just been great. And thanks for watching. If this video helped you, please consider liking and subscribing.